welcome to my channel All Yarn Over with Arthritis. I'm Rachel. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to like, share and subscribe. And today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous Christmas hat. This size is for a 6 to 12 month and it is just gorgeous. It's really easy to make. I'm using my 3.5mm crochet hook and I'm using an 8-ply or double knit red yarn and also a double knit 8-ply white yarn, and I've got a sparkly green Christmas yarn. It's an 8-ply or double knit and it's just for the green stripe in the hat. So let's get started making this hat. So we're going to start with the red yarn. Now make a slip knot and we're going to chain 12. And this is for the band. We're starting with the band of the hat. Okay, so there's our chain 12. Our next round we're going to use a single crochet stitch, and this is for the ribbing for our band. So in the second chain from the hook we're going to work single crochet into every stitch. So that's our first round. We're going to turn our work and we're going to carry on with the single crochet stitch, but we're going to work in the back loop here. So in this back loop here we'll single crochet, so chain 1 and then in the back single crochet, and this just creates the rib effect in the hat. And then we'll turn our work and chain 1 again and repeat that last row, single crochet into the back loop. There we go, and then turn, and we're going to repeat that last row until our band measures 16 inches long. So it's chain 1, single crochet in the back loop, and work until 16 inches long. So I'll carry along with the band, and I'll meet you back when my band measures 16 inches. So now my band is 16 inches long. We're going to join the ends together, and we're just going to slip stitch across here to join the band. And there we go, I've joined the band. Now we're going to chain one, and we're going to do single crochet across around the band. So I do 2 single crochets in between this rib part here. And that's how it should look, and just carry on around the band until we get back to the start. Okay, I'm back to where I started, and I'm going to slip stitch into this first single crochet I made, and that's the first part. Now we're going to start with the pattern of the hat, so chain one. And our first stitch we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to, in our next stitch, we're going to do like a puff stitch. So yarn over into the stitch and pull through, yarn over into the stitch, pull through, yarn over into the stitch, pull through. So you should have 7 loops on your crochet hook. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through the whole 7. Our next stitch will do a single crochet stitch, and that's our first 2 stitches done. So our next stitch, another puff stitch, yarn over into the stitch, pull through, yarn over into the stitch, pull through, yarn over into the stitch, pull through. So we've got 7 loops, yarn over, pull through the whole 7. Our next stitch will be a single crochet. So that's the 2 stitches you want to be doing. And that's what it'll look like. Just carry it on around to where we started. Okay, I'm back to the start and I've done my puff stitch and my single crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch into this first single crochet I did. And that's our first round done. And each round we're going to chain one, and we're going to do single crochet into every stitch. And that's our 2 rows of pattern, so the puff stitch row and the single crochet, and that is the pattern we've got here. So it's really easy to do, and we're going to carry on with our single crochet until we get back to the start. And we're back to the start, so we'll slip stitch into this first single crochet we did. And now we're going to join the white yarn. So slip stitch the white yarn on. So chain one. And we're going to do the same as the last row, so 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Our next stitch will do the puff stitch. And our next stitch, 1 single crochet. And then we'll just repeat that. And next stitch, 1 single crochet. And then we're going to repeat that right round the hat until we come back to the start. So I'm back to the start, and I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet I made. And our next round will be a single crochet into every stitch, so chain one. And single crochet into every stitch. And just carry on round the hat until we get back to the start. Now I'm back to the start. I'll slip stitch on into the first single crochet I made. Now we're going to slip stitch the green yarn on, and the row we'll do is slip stitch. So we're going to slip stitch into every stitch. That's what it looks like. So carry on with the slip stitch until we get round to the start. So I've finished my slip stitch row for the green, and I slip stitched into that first stitch we do. Now that is the 5 rows of the colour sequence we did. So 2 rows of red, 2 rows of white, and 1 row of green. Now carry on and work 10 more rounds of pattern, and your work should measure 6 inches tall. So we've finished our 10 rounds of pattern. Now we're ready to do some decreasing for the top of the hat. The first round I'm going to do a puff stitch round with no decreasing. So if you slip stitch the red yarn back on, and you're working into the white stitch, not the green stitch, and your first stitch is a single crochet, and then a puff stitch, and then a single crochet, and then we'll repeat that around the hat and slip stitch into the first stitch. So I finished that round. I forgot to mention the length of the hat from the green down to the band should measure between 5.5 inches and 6 inches. Mine measures 6 inches from the green to the band, and that's the size for a 6-month to 1 year old. So our next row we're going to decrease, so chain 1, and we're going to single crochet 1, and then decrease into the next 2. So I get the next 2 stitches on my hook, yarn over and pull through the whole 3, and single crochet 1, and then decrease, and we're going to repeat that around the hat. And repeat that till you get back to the start of the hat and slip stitch into the first stitch. So our next round we'll join on the white, and we'll do chain 1 and do 1 row of puff stitch. So single crochet 1, puff stitch, single crochet 1, and do that right round the hat and then slip stitch into the first stitch we did. Okay, our next round we're going to do a decreasing round. So chain 1, and we're going to decrease into every stitch. So pull through, and the next stitch pull through, yarn over and pull through 3. Pull through, next stitch pull through, yarn over and pull through 3. And we're going to do that right round the hat. Okay, you can fasten off the white yarn now and sew the tail of the yarn in so you can't see. And we're going to join the green back on and do 1 round of slip stitch, and then you can fasten off the green once you've done that. We'll do that around the hat and slip stitch into the first stitch you made and fasten off the green. So our next round, with the red, I'm going to do 1 round of puff stitch. Now you're working into the white. So single crochet 1 stitch. Now it gets a bit tricky for my hands. So I'm just going to do 1 row of puff stitch and then 1 decreasing row of single crochet. So I'll finish this row and come back to you. Now I'm on my last round, so I'll do another decreasing round, decrease into every stitch, and then fasten off with a long tail of yarn. I'll finish this row because it's getting a bit fiddly for my hands to do on camera. But that's our hat, looking fabulous. So that's our hat there. And then sew on any loose threads you've got so you can't see them. But I've got a sewing needle and I'm going to weave it in and out around the top and pull firmly to close the top of the hat. And I'll just do a knot in there. Don't fasten off the yarn though, because we're going to attach a button on the inside to attach our pom-pom. So you can push the needle back through to this side because we're going to attach a button there. So I've got a button here, just any old random button, and I'm going to sew this button on the inside here. Now my big darning needle with my yarn on couldn't fit through the button, so I'm going to use a smaller needle and some cotton. And I'm just going to sew this in place. Oops, should have did that a lot bigger. So I'll just do a knot. So that's our button in place. Now we can attach the pom-pom. So I've got my fluffy pom-pom here, and it should have an elastic tab. So with your hook, hook it around the elastic and pull it through like that, and you're going to hook it around the button, and you've attached the pom-pom. So that's our hat finished, and I've got a little leather tag here that's optional. If you want to, you can attach there. It looks quite cute, but I'm going to tidy up all the loose yarns, and hope you found the tutorial easy to follow. If you like my crochet channel, please like and subscribe, and thanks for joining me today. Have a Merry Christmas and take care.